see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number one along with the rest of this Packer offense.
A lot of people thought the Packers might struggle a bit in 2019, but that was not the case. 13 wins, a trip to the NFC Championship game, and they were led by their quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who led their team to a Super Bowl title after the 2010 season. And many thought that was the first of what would be many more. So precise with the football. 26 touchdown passes last year and just 4 interceptions. He knows how to get it downfield and still take care of it as well.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Rodgers, and able to find Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now we see the 14-time Pro Bowler, maybe the greatest to ever play the position, Tom Brady getting set to lead this Buccaneer offense.
If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you take that opportunity, even though Jameis Winston was your quarterback last year, threw for over 5,100 yards, but he also threw 30 interceptions. Tom Brady threw just 8 in New England last season. They figured that can be the difference to get that team into the playoffs and maybe back to the Super Bowl. Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. To return is Taylor. Powers through. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Able to find Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I remember when Alan Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay and wound up 2nd on the team in receiving yards as he developed and got better each and every week. Remember that Monday night game against the Bears, partner? A late touchdown and a big comeback victory.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And the Packer.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bucs' 9-yard line.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 32-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. And we all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And this is caught by Evans. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Smith on the tackle.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady, it's complete. He's got Gronk. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
It's 4th down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now it's Rodgers.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby.
A 37-yard attempt.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. 20.
Brady's pass intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Brady now on first down. And he finds Gronk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. There's Evans again. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. With Sean McCoy. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. Fights off the defender. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8
yards on
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
12-yard line.
From the gun, Brady is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. And now another one thrown incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19.5 sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level, and there he is, adding to his totals.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top. One score down, here we go.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, I know he doesn't want a fumble lost by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
And a yard.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it again with Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his lane. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point put through by Succop, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 10, 34 seconds to go. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
The no-fly zone certainly not existing on this drive. They've had no trouble moving the ball through the air. Back-to-back big-time completions. So now if you're a defense, what adjustments are you going to make to try and keep them at the end zone?
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Crosby connects on the extra point.